Like you've almost got a null command. You're not far away from a Viper's Pit or a Hunter's Fury, and just if you got one player missing a gun, you go, okay, well, if we get any of those ults online, it puts things back to at least an even round.
Mixwell's just deadly with this pistol. The Headhunter is doing exactly that again and again. Oh, Zipan, that's a big mistake. Left it wide open for Mixwell, the player who came in without a rifle, but it certainly didn't look that way.
As well. I think he hit him through the wall and managed to get an assist onto that final player. Grotesque stuff. And yeah, again, that's why we sort of talk about this agent being so powerful at the moment. FPX are in real trouble because you have to bear in mind that although the last round seemed like less of a bonus for G2 because of the weaponry that they had, this still had to be a better round from FPX because they only survived with a couple of players. They are not in a good spot financially, and that's why Sagetsu is going, yeah, I may have been able to ace things earlier, but a 1 versus 4 where everyone's looking for me, I'm not really fancying that one.
Yeah, no surprise whatsoever. That time we're going to tick away. Look forward to the next round where G2 got a nice comfy buy. Obviously, they got 4 players still alive. They're going to be coming into this one with confidence, and I think that Mixwell in general is making a case, you know, with this agent, with the abilities that he's got, the Headhunter in particular, but now we get to see the tour de force on this attack side, looking to see some space. Now, obviously, that wall up's going to block him off, but it's going to be going down in just a moment, and that's when he looks to take that space, take those duels. There's a few players here as well. He has been spotted, and at this point, no one's going to peek. No one's crazy enough to do that.
He's like, no, you're not tagging me again, but I'm also not going to shoot it because I don't want to waste one of my bullets. Finite resources, but they still haven't managed to reclaim that control. Again, though, the positioning is almost exactly as mentioned. They've got 4 players on this side of the map. The one just defending that B-side solo with all of the utility and with the rifle. So there's potential in this round. The problem for FPX is they don't know how much ground they've lost because they don't have anybody watching elsewhere. They've got a few peaks here and there coming through from Angel, but at this point, they could have lost so much control.
Vova's going to at least manage to suppress on the other side, so no flashes coming out of Zipan or anything like that. But really, they've pigeonholed themselves in with 30 seconds left. G2 want to go to the A site, and they have to at this point. Still, it's only pistols they're up against. As long as they don't run into this unaware, they should be fine. Oh, God. How is this happening? There's only 2 players left alive. There's only 10 seconds left. They've got to start this plant soon on this attacking side, and they can't. They've got no players, Tom. Angel, we'll see if we can make it happen. I want 10%.
I'll drop Pecker a message.
Well, 1:30 on the clock here. 3 rounds between them. FPX got the op in the hands of Angel. He's yet to find any contact, though. We heard the op ring out just a moment ago. The space is being fought for. It's middle that G2 want to skirmish on. You see that rotate coming around. The Viper and Sova starting to make their way up. Poking out, making sure no one's coming through double doors or starting to get aggressive down middle. But I think they want to fight onto Shao and at least push these players out from being able to grab the information there. Either that or they're trying to bait them into fights right now. It felt almost like a Vova was trying to cause them to push mid. And actually, he kind of has. That was awkward.
Oh, okay. I think Nuke actually was still in the dash animation. That's why he doesn't manage to get that kill. Otherwise, I'm almost certain that Angel would have been dead. It looked weird when you see it. You're like, why didn't you kill him? It's like, oh, you just dash forward to try and get him. Instead, though, they've still managed to take an awful lot of space, but they are a man down. Has he managed to dodge it? Yes! Nuke's going to get quite a bit of ground. They're too busy watching everything else that's currently going on. So he's currently just making that sneaky little play through behind them. Everyone else on the team is almost just waiting for this bait to come through, but it needs to work because they're running out of time. And if anything, he needs more than one. He spots the turnaround, doesn't get the second, but Hoodie has. And now Batty G on the site, he needed to survive. Instead, he's dropped.
Yeah, I think they'd even seen Batty G as well, so they knew that he was around here, making sure they were clearing him out. Viper's Pit's down to secure the round. G2 looked to have this one in the bag. Sort of tough to imagine FPX getting any sort of space back into this one. They don't have anything to deal with the Viper's Pit. They have half the players to work with, and Nukia, well, he's already thought about that. He's ran the calculations and said, you know what, these guys are going to save, especially with that operator they probably have. So he's gone over to the site to wait for them. The welcoming party's already found the first Angel spotted. He'll get away with it, though. Everyone else is way too far away. Spike's going to explode. He should be able to save the weapon. So at least an operator carried forward, but it definitely strikes me as worthwhile for Nuki to go and take the extra weapon out of FPX's hands.
Yeah, there is very much a reason why this man is probably one of the hottest properties in the entirety of Valorant.
Kind of storyline.
I'm pushing mid. Yeah. We know.
Brimstone, I'm pushing mid. I'm running it down. Like, I've won the round. I've killed 4. That lead for G2, exactly what they wanted. You know what? This map being their opponent's pick after how devastating map number 1 was. And then how this one started out with that 4K clutch from Zipan. I was feeling really bad for the G2 guys, but like you said, Tom, this is a team that's shown time and time again that they can come back, that they don't just get one bad performance and write themselves off for the rest of the game. They're in it to win it.
Yeah, for sure. They're a team that I'm very, very happy they're representing EMEA Iceland because, yeah, if there's a blip on the radar, they're going to be willing to try and fight that one back. Again, it's going to be the opening started onto Angel, and a lot of it comes down to Saigetsu. He's being completely surrounded. It's such a tough position to try and hold on to. He has absolutely no support. Still manages to get 1 for his troubles. They've lost space, but Nuki in an incredibly audacious position turns it back into a 3v3.
Oh, look at that utility. Just a moment too late. It caught Hoodie, and then the second shock dart caught him. The rest of the damage. Oh, Mixwell looked away at the wrong moment. And Meadows being spotted. They know just where he is. At least the first will be found. Meadow in for another, but he cannot get away, out of ammo and out of luck. There's the defuse coming through for FPX. And they needed this round. That's 11 to 8. And I'm not entirely sure where G2's economy is going to be at coming out of this one.
Yeah, if they can afford anything, they might just risk it here, because again, it's only 1 player that actually survives on the other side. I have to say, like, we saw the interview, those additions to G2. Again, though, you sort of mentioned it, it's not the prettiest of purchases, but if your only vulnerability is that Nuke is on a pistol, then you'll probably survive.
You'll hear it time and time again, the word pressure being used. 99% of the time, it's going to be negative connotation, but a surprising amount of players, at least from me talking to them and from when we look at some LAN events, play better or at least feel more comfortable when it comes to playing games with pressure. They're like more focused, you know, more dialed in. You don't come in lazy to that game. You don't get 2 hours sleep the night before. When it comes to a high pressure game, you're taking that shit seriously all week. So when it comes to the game, you're showing up, you're performing. And I think that right here for G2, after map 1 and everything like that, they've pinched themselves. They've woken up. This is a big push, though.
Angel just went through. How does he get away with that? He ran straight through their smoke into 2 people and still gets a kill. The man literally has no fear. Still, though, we've ended up in a 3v3 even situation, and them trying to break back in.
That's unreasonable stuff. Oh my, he almost got him. Meadows 4 HP and he's gone down. That might have even been a leg tag. I'm not sure. Revolva's gone. Hoodie's in the open. Another clutch attempt at 30 HP. What? Angel, are you all right, bro? Sugetsu's got to clutch this one now, and he's lost it out. 12 to 8, and that's the worst way to lose this. Holy.
Killed someone from behind. Like, what is this? How are you there? And then this way, just like your teammates just died, and he's like, free gun. Like, what?
I mean, you know the worst part, the call was probably made for 30 HP, right? That Hoodie's super low by 2 different players, so maybe he just wanted the rifle because he thought half HP, right? Didn't want to use a classic and throw the round. Thought he could get the rifle safely, but that's a huge, huge misread in terms of how much space, just in terms of geometry, I guess. Zipan going to try to take some of the utility out of their hands, and Meadows going to follow up with a kill. It's at least a good start from what was ultimately I just noticed where that poison orb is, actually. It's a huge gap in it. They've panic thrown that in a little bit too late, I think.
Oh, they're not going to check the box. They're going to check the box. Saigetsu gets 1 for free. Angel has found another, and now it's left all onto Mixer. I'm pretty sure Betty thought the round was already over, and it's not! Mixer is going to take it home! What are these last few rounds? Oh my goodness. That makes no sense.